car from Initial D, and we're gonna drive him. We shut down this entire mountain road, and we got permission from the owners of all those cars to drive them to the absolute limit. Oh my God. I've never been more excited and nervous about a video in my life.
They're open, don't crash them.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Adam.
Welcome to Donut. Now to start our Initial D journey, we gotta start with the original Hot Boy car. Keisuke Takahashi's FD RX7. This thing's sweet. It's a real race car pretty much. It's got 50-50 weight distribution, a full Rheememia aero kit, and a twin turbocharged 13B rotary engine. And it's sunburst yellow, probably one of my favorite colors. Now this car is hot, and it's not because of the paint. It's because it's an actual Rheememia car. This came all the way from the Rheememia factory in Japan. How cool is that? It's literally got a plaque in the engine bay with a specific VIN from Rheememia. Now enough sweating, let's actually go and drive it. This thing is so sick. Oh man.
All right, first impressions. It is tight in here.
It's very small. It feels a little like a Miata.
It does.
Let's fire it up. Give it a second.
Oh, that noise. It's just the way that a rotary sounds. Dude, this thing is meant to be doing exactly what we're doing right now.
I love this. This thing's, to start our Initial D journey here with this car is pretty cool.
It's only a 1.3 liter, right? It cranks out about 350 horsepower, which is pretty wild. Super low center of gravity, and it's an FR car, so it's a front engine rear wheel drive platform.
Yeah,
right?
Oh, you can feel it. This thing is so
and it's only 2,800 pounds, so it gets up and goes, no problem.
I feel like a Miata is only about 2,500.
And it's crazy that this is so much more car.
I love this thing. Keisuke though, Keisuke is kind of a bad boy, right?
Right.
He's in a gang, he's hot-headed.
I'm not leaving Akana till I get my rematch. Are you too scared to give a guy a fair shot at payback? Show yourself.
But, you know, by the end of the series, you really do love him.
Yeah.
You really do appreciate everything he's learned, and he becomes the uphill specialist. And in a car like this, I can't imagine a better task for him. This thing rips on the uphill and the downhill. Okay, all right. I had my fun. I think it's time for you to have your fun.
Thank you.
I know you've wanted this for a long time. Oh, yo, this thing's so sick.
I mean, so many good noises.
Fast cars, twisty mountain. Yeah! That's a yellow car.
Man, the power comes on so differently.
Yeah.
But it's smooth, and it's just asking you for more. I found Initial D when I was working at Blockbuster.
Blockbuster?
Blockbuster.
On VHS?
No, it was on DVD. But I love that it was touge racing. Find all the grip, but you're sliding around also and controlling that. And that's how I actually got into racing. And honestly, tons of really good information. Everything in there is correct.
It's very correct because, do you know who they had helping direct the series?
I do, Keiji Tsuchiya.
Yeah, the man
The
himself.
man himself. And that's why they started with a Corolla.
Donut Media.
And we are live from a big crack in the earth where Justin Freeman is about to attempt the world's first light truck kickflip.
Brought to you by Hankook Dynapro.
And let's go down to the action. Justin, you seem a bit calm for somebody about to defy the laws of physics. What's that about?
What's there to worry about when you've got Dynapro MT2 tires? With those massive treads or reinforced shoulders, I'm about to drop in with unbeatable traction.
And look at that speed, folks. The MT2's built-in sidewall armor is really preventing punctures from slowing him down.
And with Hankook Tires Pro Mileage technology, I'll be hitting the trails for miles and miles. Nothing can stop me, not even gravity.
Oh my, he did it! He actually did it!
Just over here, please.
Now that you've done the world's first light truck kickflip, what's the next world record?
I don't know, but with Dynapro MT2 tires, anything's possible. To learn more, click the link below.
Donut Media.
Now, the R32 GTR in the series was driven by Takami Nakazato, the leader of the Miyogi Night Kids. Now, this car was one of the most powerful in the series, but also one of the heaviest. I mean, this thing is freaking menacing. I don't think there's anything more menacing than a black R32 GTR chasing you down the mountainside. I mean, look at the front end on this thing. We got Hasme Pro GT 5 spokes with a white face. This thing also has a ton of other little N1 touring car accents like the front ducts and the front hood lip, as well as the rear lip back here. That's why I love the R32 GTR so much. There's all these little cues to the styling of the Group A touring cars, which is what this car was originally made for. And I mean, powering this thing, that RB, that's no joke of an engine. You can make up to 500 horsepower easily. And you can also put a giant hole in your wallet at the same time. All right, let's see how this thing drives.
All right.
Smell that?
I love that smell.
Oh man, that is quintessential Nissan.
These things are especially like the coolest Nissan, I think, of all time. I think we can all.
Yes, it was called Godzilla.
Yeah. So, let's take it for a drive.
Good.
Oh yeah, this feels front heavy, I gotta say.
Definitely heavier. These things are right about 3,200 pounds, maybe a little less. You could feel that all-wheel drive. They tend to understeer a lot. When you want to get out of those corners and you're pointing in the right direction, it's heaven, baby.
Yeah, you can definitely feel that this is probably not the best touge car. It's pretty heavy, but that twin turbo feels so good.
Oh, man.
Nakazato, he's GTR obsessed. He loves this car. He believes in the series that the car is the limit. Like whatever car you're driving, that's the limit that you're able to drive at. Takami learned a lot from this car. He learned no matter how expensive a car is or how much power it made, he can find a way to pass it.
He faked going to the outside and then cut back in during the break. All in an 8.6? How's he pulling tricks like that?
All right, you ready to drive this thing?
I am so ready.
Where the hell are we? They're in the R32 right now. R32 and all the other GTRs are cars that you can definitely tell were meant for the track. So it's kind of like a racetrack out here. It's closed, you know?
Full throttle, full. Oh! There we go, heavy on the brake.
Oh, right into the corner.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. This is awesome.
Now, if you thought seeing a black GTR in your rearview mirror was scary, you definitely don't want to see this next car coming up behind you. I'm talking about Shingo Shi's Honda Civic. This thing is extremely lightweight. And to back it up, it's got a B16 A1 engine, which means it's got VTEC. This is what VTEC does in the engine. This thing is blood red, which means it's scary, just like its owner, Shingo Shi. This thing's out for freaking blood. But it's kind of cool, right?
This is
Oh
sick.
my God, so dope, so great. It's only gonna get better. Let's hit some VTEC.
First impressions, this thing's cool. I sit very low in it.
Super Honda
so
boy.
I'm gonna have to be like a little bit like this. But this thing's sick.
Oh yes.
Okay, let's take this
Let's
thing for
go.
a spin.
B series. Oh yeah.
Whoa, this thing feels like a go-kart.
So these are super light. I mean, we're talking, I want to say around 2,300 pounds or so, somewhere around there. This has got the B16 1.6 liter with VTEC. Now this should have a limited slip differential, so when you start putting throttle into it and turning, you'll feel that torque
Whoa,
steer.
yeah.
There it is.
Thing sounds good, that's for sure.
Sure does.
Probably not as fun on the uphill though.
Oh, I don't know.
that Jimmy driving?
That was Jimmy driving.
That's Jimmy driving.
Shingo, he wanted to usurp Nakazato, and he thought if he could beat Takami, then he could become the new leader.
Don't get your hopes up, kid. The B16A engine is the best out there.
He would ram people into guardrails, ram into people's bumpers. He was so insane that Shingo literally wanted to crash his car into Takami's car so that no one could win the battle against him. At the end, he realized he was kind of a jerk. He starts to become more of a friend with Nakazato. By the end of the series, you see him chumming it up at the final race, which I think is really fun. And it gives it the human element of the show, which I think so many people can appreciate.
Absolutely. The B series, it was meant for this chassis, dude. It fits under there so well. Another low center of gravity, great RPM. It just wants to breathe. Listen to it, dude. Oh, are you kidding?
That is so
Dude, get out of the seat.
Oh my God. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Oh my God. Oh.
Isn't it great, dude?
Oh, he was coming in hot.
That's Adam. Adam's a former Honda boy.
Oh, jeez. Oh. Ah! What's the RPM on this thing?
This one gets close to 9,000, dude. Yeah, he's gonna make us proud. Make us proud! Yeah!
Up next is Mako and Sayuki's Nissan Sil80. Now you're probably wondering why they call it a Sil80. Well, it's got the front end of a Sylvia coupe, and it's got the body of a 180SX hatch, hence the name Sil80. It's got some pretty cool BBS wheels and a big old B-wave wing in the back. Mako and Sayuki's driving style is super badass for the series. I mean, they drive this thing with no fear through their mountain pass, especially when it comes to corner C121. I can't wait to drive this thing.
There is no steering angle kit on this, so we're gonna take it easy, but we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, I can feel the butterflies in my stomach already.
Let him out, Jimmy.
Oh. All right, all right. There we go.
Yeah.
Nice. There we go.
Just enough battery power.
All right, let's take it for a spin.
Let's go. That sound is a little different than what the car in Initial D had, right?
Yeah.
And that is because this is a single overhead cam KA.
Single jingle, baby.
Single jingle. Honestly though, it doesn't sound too bad.
No, it sounds pretty fun. It's a hoot. I think it's important to note too that the Sil80 conversion, people did it because it was cheaper to get Sylvia front end parts.
That is wild.
And these were never sold technically by Nissan. They were sold by a company called Kids Heart. They made 500 of them, and if you find one, it's a pretty rare car. Mako and Sayuki, they're part of Impact Blue.
Right.
They are a rally-style team duo.
And I love that they bring that in at different styles and disciplines of racing, right?
They were a part of Usei Pass. Usei Pass is the home course of Keiji Tsuchiya. Not only is he credited in the show, but he's also a character in the show.
この俺さえビビったお前のドリフトはまだ目に焼き付いてるよ。昔の話だ。
土屋さん、次お願いします。
はい。
We're gonna have Adam in the driver's seat now. How are you feeling right now?
Nervous.
A little nervous? Yeah. Look, it's in good hands. Yeah. Adam is a great driver.
You know, another S chassis. This feels very familiar to me. Just a little older is all.
Yeah, I mean it has a lap belt, which is pretty crazy. Just, oh my God. Okay.
There we go.
These are great. I mean, really well balanced. And this thing loves the downhill, dude.
He's coming in hot, bro. He's coming in hot.
Real quick, the aesthetics of this, so JDM. The wagon wing, we've got the tiny wheels, nice and low. I mean, this thing,
it's so cool.
It screams skis, dude.
No cars ahead. Show this loser what you can do!
Now, out of all the cars in the series, you probably forgot about this one. I'm talking about Kenta's Nissan S14. This thing is powered by a naturally aspirated SR20. And while it's not one of the most iconic cars of the series, you gotta give it to Kenta for doing a lot with a little. He's a part of the Akagi Red Suns for a reason, right?
This isn't a Sylvia.
It's not a Sylvia, I'm sorry, Jimmy.
It's a 240SX.
It is, and it's got the K24 DE.
I'm gonna have a lot of fun driving this thing.
Let's go! Oh God! So the 14, another really balanced car.
Yeah.
Obviously very close to the S13. It's different chassis. The rear subframe is just a little different. Other than that, I mean, they're basically the same car.
Yeah, I love that. And pretty much the S15. All these cars have the same parts. You can put S14 tie rods on your S15.
Yeah, they're balanced well. The stereotype is obviously that they're drift cars only. But man, they make a great grip car.
Geez, your second gear, bud.
It's not great, okay?
What's going on there?
It's doing Nissan things.
Now, in the show, it was an SR20 DE.
Right.
And this is a KA24 DE.
Yep.
So it's probably just a little bit more torquey, and it'll get the job done, you know?
Oh, Jimmy.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah, it came out a little.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even nervous.
Kent is kind of interesting. He's part of the Red Suns, but he doesn't have a rotary engine car.
Right.
He has an S14 that's naturally aspirated. He couldn't afford tires, so he raced in the rain to keep his tires intact. And so because of that, he became the rain specialist. Also, the song during his battle with Takami is one of my favorite tracks of the series. In fact, I have to take a second to appreciate the Eurobeat soundtrack. It played a huge role in creating iconic moments throughout the show, and honestly, I still listen to it every day on the way to work.
This isn't over yet.
Okay, all right. Are you gonna drift?
I'm gonna try at least. We'll see. I've never done it in these tires, so.
Okay. Adam, you have the wheel.
I have the wheel.
And this is your car, and you know a thing or two about drifting this, so I'm just gonna let you do your thing and kind of just enjoy the ride. Ah! Oh! Ah! Oh God! Ah!
Something different when it's your car, you know?
I hear some skids. He's going too fast, bro. The technique!
Oh God!
You're doing a lot with a little. Whoa! Oh! 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 Oh!
Yes! There we go. There we go. Great job, Adam. You officially milked those meats. Thank you very much.
Now, out of all the cars in the series, there's none that are more precisely tuned and calculated than Ryosuke Takahashi's FC Mazda RX7. The white comet of Akagi. It's got pop-up headlights. This thing is sick. This thing pretty much has the full Rheomemia catalog thrown in it. Rheomemia bumper, Rheomemia canards, Rheomemia fenders, Rheomemia mirrors, Rheomemia side skirt, Rheomemia diffuser, Rheomemia exhaust, Rheomemia wing. This Rheomemia wing is so freaking rare. I have never seen one in person up until today. The styling on this car is super aggressive. It's got pop-up headlights. This thing has the 13B rotary in it, which made these FC Mazda RX-7s so famous. I think we should take this thing out for a drive.
Yeah. This is clean.
Very 80s.
Nice. Starts right up.
Oh. That sounds so cool.
So good. Oh, yes. We got another Dorito, another 13B.
Wow, this thing has no torque. It has no torque on the uphill.
That's what makes it fun. You just want to keep going.
Yeah. Ryosuke is one of the most well-calculated racers in the whole series.
Right.
His battle with Takami is looming the entire first season, and you can see it from day one. I think it's so cool how he finally challenges Takami. He's collected all the data, he's gone to all the races, he's seen all his moves, and he sends him a bouquet of flowers and says, meet me on the mountain.
That's so elegant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that to you one day.
This is a special shoot, man.
Dude, yeah, you feel it?
I'm full throttle.
Next up is Iketani's Nissan Sylvia. Now this car is a factory two-tone seafoam green car, and of all the cars in the show, this one probably has my favorite color. It's powered by a CA18 DET, and it's got some pretty neat looking Nismo 5-spoke wheels, as well as some very classy looking bridge seats. Iketani is the leader of the Akina Speedstars, and to me, he's probably the most relatable character because he has grand dreams of becoming a race car driver. Unfortunately though, he lacks the experience and his car is always breaking down. But not this car, because it's my car. And I'm about to drive this thing to the freaking limit.
Dude, we just completed building this. It looks sick. And now I'm gonna finally enjoy it and take it down this road. We're gonna push it to the limit a little, I think. Hey guys, I like your high-vis vest.
Thank you, you know, just trying to be safe out here. Jimmy, I really like this car.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
I'm just gonna do my best, as I always do.
Cool shirt.
Thank you, yeah. You can get it at donutmedia.com. You can also get this sticker at donutmedia.com. And you can join the Donut Media Speedstars.
Join us, join us, join us, join us. CA18 of death. Are you ready?
Bye, boys.
Bye.
Get out of here.
Go, Jimmy! All right, another S13. So dynamic-wise, pretty close to what we are in the Sil80, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, Jimmy, you're hitting.
Going for it.
You know, this thing's a CA18 DE. In the anime, it was turboed.
It's so well balanced, it feels great. I can feel the back end wanting to come around a little bit more aggressive, and I'm gonna attribute that to you welding the differential.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Oh boy,
Jimmy's
coming in hot.
helping. Jimmy's getting another helping.
Woo! Woo! This car is really important to me, Adam, not because it's mine.
Right.
But also because it's probably owned by my favorite character in the series, Iketani. He's not the best racer. Let's be honest. Iketani and the Speedstars really humanized the show for me, I feel like. Working at the gas station, hitting the touge, something about how they captured that era so perfectly. That's one of the reasons why I'm here at Donut in the first place. It's because I love Initial D so much. Would you like to drive this?
Is that cool?
Yeah, just don't go too crazy with it. These wheels are worth more than the car, Adam, please.
Very true. Ooh. All right, Jimmy.
All right, Adam's driving Jimmy's car.
Oh,
He's coming in with a little bit more pepper. Heard some baby birds chirping.
Oh, it's nice. It feels great. Again, another S chassis car. And there's a reason there's so many of them on the show, right? I mean, again, affordable at the time, well balanced.
This is the quintessential drift car.
Absolutely.
If you have ever gone to a drift event, you've probably seen at least 5 S13s. Yeah, so what do you think? Do you think I did a good job building this thing?
Jimmy, I think you did a great job building this thing.
I gotta give it to my friends, Kyle from Pro Shop Noble. It's set up so well. Yeah. It's a good car.
You nailed it, dude.
Thank you.
This is great. The seats are right, the wheels are right, everything's great. On to the next one, though.
It just looks like an ordinary 8.6. Early GT Apex. Totally stock except for the fog lights.
You're kidding me! How
How's he pulling tricks like that? That 8.6 is out of this world.
Takami Fujiwara's Toyota A86. There's no other car that's more well known from the series than this little Corolla. And in fact, this car has become synonymous with Initial D. Takami began learning to drive when he was in the 7th grade. His dad Bunta runs a tofu business and had Takami deliver tofu to resorts and various businesses on Mount Akina early in the morning, which probably violates at least 3 to 4 different labor laws, but I'll leave that up to Bunta to decide. By the time we were introduced to Takami in episode 1, he has driven the mountain every day for 5 years. Takami is initially uninterested in cars or racing, but over the course of stage 1, Takami begins to fall in love with racing and his hand-me-down 8.6. Now look, on paper, the 8.6 seems like nothing special, but paired with Takami behind the wheel, we soon learned that with a little bit of grit, underdogs can become something truly special. Personally, I really with that. This is the first time I'm ever driving an AE86, so I'm definitely excited to see if this lives up to the hype. Look at these ITBs. This thing means business,
Yeah, it
dude.
does. This is what Takumi actually ended up having after he popped his motor, right?
Oh, let's take it for a ride.
Whoa! No, dude, that's great.
Here we go. We got a solid rear axle in this car, limited slip differential. That means it handles a little bit like a muscle car. It wants to get that rear end stepped out. That's what made this car special.
Oh! I mean, essentially the Civic of the rear-wheel drive world. Light, nimble, 50-50, another FR car. I mean, come on, it doesn't get much better than that. And we are blessed with this one being a 20 valve, the second iteration version.
And it's got ITB.
And ITB.
You know, this 8.6 that we're driving, Adam, is the same 8.6 that we did a bumper-to-bumper on years ago.
Oh my God, that's right.
It's so good. Oh, that's so cool. Adam, you have to drive this,
Dude,
man.
I cannot wait. It sounds so good. Oh yeah, dude. That's the noise. Let's go, dude.
Oh. This thing is so raw. Holy.
Vincent,
hi guys.
Tell us about your car.
That's my baby, my AE86. It's a 1986 Toyota Corolla.
Does it show what got you into cars?
When I was a kid, I was watching television with my family, and the TV was playing Initial D first episode. And after the episode, I just fell in love with cars ever since. Yes.
And now you got such a perfect example of the most iconic drift car.
And we also have a tofu shop too. Oh, so it's FujiwaraTofuCafe.com here in California, city of El Monte. So if you guys are local, if you're visiting California, feel free to come by.
Here he comes, here he comes. Oops.
There he is! Woo! Everybody give him some noise!
Yeah!
Oh,
that's such a good sound.
That sounds so good. Initial D is more than just an anime, manga, or video game. It played a major role in igniting an entire car culture, and almost 30 years later, the series still lives on at car meets and mountain passes around the globe. And it's still finding new fans through its successor series, MF Ghost, and continues to influence Japanese automotive culture to this day. And remember, raid your dream. What a car, Adam.
What a car. I am left pretty speechless.
What a night. I mean, this was a dream come true. We got to experience these awesome cars. I can't thank the owners enough for letting us do this. Thank you for watching everything here on Donut Media. Like, subscribe. See you guys next time.
You did it, Jimmy.
Woo!
You did it!